Hey traders, John Howell here. So I've been doing some analysis, some homework, and I've been looking at the good old gold, silver, and the mining sector. That's right, the mining sector. And I've been looking at the big picture, and I want to share with you what I'm seeing. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let's get straight into it. So I've been looking at the real big picture when it comes to gold, silver, and the mining stocks, and I really got something amazing to share with you. Okay, firstly, I'm looking at a weekly chart here. So when I go through these charts, I'm looking at weekly charts. Secondly, is that I'm actually looking at a logarithmic chart here. Okay, so it's a big picture, logarithmic chart. This doesn't mean tomorrow we're going to end up at 3,000. Okay, so let's have a look at this here. So looking at gold, this is the gold chart through here. And there is a few levels that I have noticed where gold is really developing a base through here, right? It's really developing a base when looking at these markets and looking at what's going on with gold. The first one that I noticed is this point back here. This is obviously the most important one. But you can see we actually had a lot, guys, this is a weekly resistance. We actually had 3 levels of rejection. Now look what's happening. We're getting a lot of support around that area through there. That 1800 to 1700 area, major support level, okay? Now, what's also happening, you can see we're actually getting a major support of this area, which is this long-term level coming down through here. And you can see we're developing a bit of this is that cup and handle formation that most people know about, right? We've got the cup, maybe a bit of the handle formation is forming right now, and then we off way we go, right? So, but we are developing this beautiful support level here, this movement through here. So this is actually a really bullish pattern, very bullish pattern. And in the mix of all that, we've got these continued major higher lows, right? Move up, higher low. That was probably an equal low through there. We came down, higher low. Not much going on, and now we're actually started to make our way back up again. So we could actually come back down, then higher low, then break out. But once we do break out of this level through here, it's going to be enormous. So looking at silver, and look at this here. Look at this silver chart. Oh my goodness. So this is just, again, weekly chart, big picture. It's taken a long time for this to develop. But look at this here. Firstly, we've got this major long-term trend line up through here. Major resistance. And now we're just hovering around this level through here. But check this out. This is where it becomes a sexy beast, right? So we have the support level through there, but look at all this support level through here. All the resistance point now, and then now the resistance level. So that angle of that market is definitely the angle of what we should be focusing on, and it is definitely really holding strong support level there, really. So we could keep getting a bit more of this here, but once we start to get that, then all-time highs, here we go. Now the thing is, once we get that, if we get that, okay, it's not saying it's definitely going to happen, right? It's the if scenarios. If we get this, we get this. If we don't get that, which is a possibility, then we don't get that, right? So that is, once we get that, then it's really moving through there. Let's go look at the mining sector, and here's a few long-term charts for the mining sector. Start off with the GDXJ weekly chart once again. And you can see what's happening here on a weekly chart perspective. You can see we have a low, significant low. We had a bit of a flush down through there, but notice recently all this support level through here, how it held, and then we broke out of this longer term area of the GDXJ. Notice all this level through here, and then we actually bounced off. So that area, this trend line here, is definitely holding support. And then suddenly we've come back down, and you can see how we've actually had a lot of resistance points all through here, and now we've actually broken out. So we could even come back down, test this as support, and then make our way back up. Moving over now through to the GDX. And look at the GDX. This is actually really, really nice. A few things we've got here going on for the GDX. Let me bring that up through there. Is this. We have the resistance point all through here. We have the resistance point all through here. We have the resistance point all through here, right? So that's the reason why it's actually paused just recently. And then we've had a little bit of a long-term rejection. We've had long-term support. Look at all this support through level through here. But look where we actually bounced at this level through here. But then not only that, but then we have this major level of resistance back here that started back in 2013. We had more in 2016. We had more in 2019. And now we've got a whole bunch more through 20 and 21. And then even just recently, right? And then now we're actually breaking back up. But you'll notice, look at this here. Overall, what are we getting? We're getting a squeezing of a pattern. I'm telling you right now, traders, that once we start to really get this thing breaking out, the mining sector, gold and silver, is going to go absolutely just crazy. It's building up. It's building. Look at all these patterns that are building up, right? Yeah, we could get this for a bit, and then we come back down, and we come back up, and then we break out, and then, oh my goodness. This thing, once it breaks, once we start to get the breakout of these big long-term channels, oh my goodness. It's like, you know, it's like, what's that? A wine bottle. And you shake it and you shake it and you shake it, right? Or maybe a can of soft drink or something. And then what happens when you shake it and you shake it and you shake it and you contain it? And then you open it. Oh, just goes crazy. Let's have a look here on the SILJ. Again, looking at the big picture on the SILJ, and look at this sexy beast. How could you not like this? Look at this here. So we have major resistance up here, bomb, bomb, and a bomb through there, right? Then what else do we have? We have support. We had a little bit of a flush down through there, but look where we actually bounced recently. So that angle through there is definitely holding a bunch of support. But there is also something else I just noticed with my eye. And that is that $11 area. Let's actually just make that thicker. That area around that $11 area is, look at that. Look at all the support back here in 2016, resistance, support. You guys can see it, right? It's a rough area of where the market's had a lot of problems in the past. Maybe it's through there or maybe it's through there, right? But there's been an area where it's actually had problems, and now we're breaking back up. So SILJ is still, we may continue down a little bit here, and then we hold, and then we start to break back up, and we start to go back up. I'm bullish mining stocks, if you haven't realized, guys. it's just absolutely just crazy how bullish this is. So firstly, what do we have here? On the SIL, the SIL is a bit of a lackluster dug, right? Bit of a lackluster dug. All right, so we have the breaking out of this level. So we have the breaking out of this longer term. We come back down. We've come back down to actually test this here. What is that? That's more like X marks the spot, right? Because we've got support level there, support level there. And maybe this trend line, but the big one here is this resistance, and now it's testing support. And then now we're getting this pullback here. Again, long term, over the next 2 or 3 years, 4 or 5 years, we could see that. Now, when I say 3, 4, 5 years, guys, that's because the big picture takes time for it to play out, right? That could kick in now. That could kick in a little bit longer from now. So there we go, guys. The big pictures, right? When we start to look at these, the big pictures of these charts, like the GDX. And like the GDXJ, and even like with silver, like look what silver's doing. It's just absolutely just beautiful patterns that are developing. And once we start, we may get a bit of a pullback from here, but once we start to really gain up a little bit more steam, and then we start to run for it again, it's going to be like taking that lid off the soft drink or the wine bottle. And we're going to get some really crazy moves. Hey traders, I'm giving away 100% free access to my brand new Breakthrough full trading course. This is 8 videos over 10 hours of pure amazing and powerful strategies. This is my most powerful systems and strategies that I've used for the last 16 years, and I'm giving it away for free. So this is what I want you to do right now. I want you to go to johnsfreegift.com, or there should be a link around here somewhere, a button or in the description or somewhere in there. Click on that and you can go get free access to my brand new breakthrough trading course. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now. Go to that right now, guys. You can get full, complete, free membership access. Go do that right now.